Hello Taurus, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Mershinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with this person. Others of you could have been in a situationship. For a small portion of you, this could be a connection that you feel is very intense, and there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that we need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do have certain reasons for that. Wow, Taurus, very intense connection. Holy smokes. Obsession, complete obsession. This is obsession that is due to a past life connection. And it is very difficult to move on. It's very difficult to let go. All right. First card, the strongest. We have here beliefs, followed by embracing the shadow, death and rebirth, mystery, pleasure, love, sexuality. And then we have cycles, followed by centering under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Taurus, I know that there are certain things that have happened between us. We do not see eye to eye. We are on different pages. We are not thinking the same. Our mindsets are quite different. Certain things that I have said and done, certain things that I have thought of, I always thought that I was right. I always thought that I was correct. Well, it turns out that I really wasn't seeing things from an open mind, open perspective. Now I realize that so much that has happened is because I was blind to the things that were right in front of me. I have not seen things from your perspective. You and I were born and brought up in a very different way. My way of thinking versus yours is quite different. We have our differences. We have our different opinions. All of this that takes place in our life, it really has changed my perspective now. My morals, my ethics, my values, my background is quite different than yours. And even though I may agree that we're okay, there are others who tend to disagree. There are others that do not like this union. There are others that fight because they don't want this to be. Right now, I understand that we have our differences. We are not on the same page. And because of that, now there's a whole lot of awkwardness. The feelings that were once there now feel very uncomfortable. And now there's this feeling of being so awkward. It's difficult to be in a connection like that. I can't keep going on like this. In this connection, I've also felt and I've experienced, and seen that you feel very uncomfortable after you've seen that side of me that was very dark. Was that supposed to happen? Was that bound to happen? I feel that in this connection, certain things have happened and it's time for me to let go. Let go of the beliefs, let go of the things that have been holding and weighing me down. The traditions, the customs, the rituals. Certain things that have been like that for decades. I need to let go of that. I also feel that in this connection, you have seen that part of me that was very dark. That shadow side of me. That part of me where I realize you are someone who's in my life where I have not been able to think straight. I have not been able to move on. Certain things that have happened. You have seen that side of me that is impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. And because of that, things are now very awkward and very uncomfortable, but what I want to do is move on from that. Certain things that have happened in the past, it was very rough terrain. It was not smooth sailing. It was very rough. To some degree, it was quite nasty. But moving forward, I want to have an equal give and take. I want to have a better future, smoother, calmer times. That is something that I desire. That is something that I'm working towards. And even though certain things have happened in the past, my plans, I know, may not come to fruition. But I can always hope. My hope is to see this through. There's a part of me that feels in this connection so strong, absolutely different. The feeling that I have. I feel as if I've known you from before. I feel as if you and I have been together before. And that part of me that feels this, I can't put a finger on it, but I do know that there is something special between you and I. When I look at you, it's as if I'm looking at a mirror image, but the opposite of who I am. Someone who I can confide in, someone who I can talk to, someone who I can rely on. In this connection, I do feel that so much has happened, and even when you're not there, sometimes I can smell your scent. I can feel your presence. And when I do this, when I feel this, when I experience this, I realize that you and me, we are one. I have dreams about you. These dreams, they do seem real. It's almost as if I'm having a vision. And it's hard for me to pull away. So much has happened. It's hard for me to let go because I find myself obsessing over the situation. I find myself obsessing over you. For now, I feel it's important for me to recognize who I am through my eyes and see you through yours. I ask the universe, and I question, why is it that Taurus is in my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? What has happened that has changed this perspective? What has happened that makes me see things differently? Right now, I have experienced, and I know that I feel, a whole lot of pleasure, spiritually and emotionally. This feeling that I have with this sense of pleasure, it comes from the soul. I do feel happy and I feel content, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. For now, I want to relive that, but it goes against my beliefs. It goes against my beliefs because I also feel awkward. I do love you. And I feel that certain things that have happened in this connection, they've just attracted me more towards you. The kind of love I have for you here is unconditional love, pure love, true love, sacred love. So many things have happened, but I do adore you. The sense of freshness that exists, the thought of you. It's hard for me not to think about you in that way. Not only do I love you, but I am in love with you. And I have a very passionate connection with you. I am addicted to you. I find it difficult to not think about you. Your body, your skin, the feel of you, your touch, squeezing you, holding you, hugging you. I want to experience that. I want to do that because I think about you often. And there's a part of me that goes in a cycle over and over and over again. These cycles, they come and go. And I find it difficult to move on because of certain things that have happened in this connection. It's hard for me to be that person that can think straight. Because I am obsessing over you, I can't stop thinking about you. And I can't stop thinking about the love that we share. I can't stop thinking about your body. Overall, there is a part of me that feels complete because of you. I feel centered because of you. So much has happened in this connection where things have changed now to the point where I think differently. No longer am I the same. I see the world differently. I see it as an equal give and take, an equal balance. This balance that exists, it is spiritual in nature. We are like the yin and the yang. If I am the moon, you are the sun. We come and go and we dance in perfect harmony. But certain things that have happened in this connection, they weigh me down. But I can always rely on you knowing that someday, somehow, we will be able to grow again, to get to know each other again. And if you are the sun, I know I can always rely on you. Because you will always rise. And I can always depend on you. And that is what makes me feel grounded. All right. Taurus. Beautiful setting of cards here. You have a pure, true twin flame connection or a soulmate connection. This could even be a karmic partner connection. Whatever connection it is 100% spiritual in nature. And you may find it very difficult. It may even be hurting you on the inside. Why you feel the way that you do. Why did this person come into your life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Here we have a situation where this person does love you. They are in love with you and they want a second chance. They realize that this is also a spiritual connection. But there's something here regarding their beliefs that keeps them at a distance. So I am seeing that here. We have a feeling here of this individual who wants to move on, but being in that situation, they find it difficult. And also the situation that they find themselves in, they find it very awkward. The majority of the cards here are really good. However, we do have that sense of beliefs related issue, and that talks about different backgrounds, different religion, ethnic values, rituals, customs that are different, family values that are different. Societies. People may be in a situation here where whatever the society is saying, that person has to go according to that. So even if you want to be together, but your friends and your family are saying, no, this is not the right person for you, that is something that is causing an issue because it's a sense of beliefs. So we do have a few storylines here that are coming through where it talks about a lot of negative feedback from people. And tradition. We're dealing with tradition. We're dealing with rituals, with customs, certain things that certain people think and say, and it really doesn't turn out great at the end of the day. There you go. Bureaucracies. Yep. So one of the biggest reasons, Taurus, why your person of interest in the past, even currently, it's they're worried about what is the world going to think. That's what they're worried about. And that's an issue. So here I have the cards, 3 of Staffs and the Justice card. Now here I have a situation where your person of interest in the past, so I look at these in the past. Your person of interest in the past, what they used to do was they were trying to figure out a way to explain things to you, but they did not. Something happened here where things were going great at some point in time, but then they just went downhill. Question is, what happened? What was that caused this problem in the first place? So these set of cards are in the past, and I read this in the reverse, but the first set of cards that you just saw, that is your current status and your current situation. So let's have a look at Justice first. Justice. This talks about how this person had a lack of wisdom. They were not really being fair anymore. They were acting very detached, and there was a lack of wisdom and justice and fairness. I may have just repeated all that. Here, I'm going to read this part because this is really beautiful. If you've ever read the story of Odysseus, the Odyssey. The story of Penelope and Odysseus is told in Homer's The Odyssey. Through Odysseus, though Odysseus had been gone for 10 long years, Penelope waited loyally for his return. However, she was overwhelmed with suitors who wished to fill the empty place in her marital bed. Through her cleverness, she managed to delay their advances. Pretending to be a new suitor, Odysseus won a contest Penelope had devised and slew all of the suitors before claiming his wife anew. This is a beautiful story, but it does talk about hardships and hard times and distance. Here, your person of interest at some point in time had that wisdom. They wanted that justice, but things changed. There was a lack of wisdom because they felt that they just didn't know enough. They felt things were not fair, and they started to act detached. And here we also have that lack of justice. Frustration with bureaucracies and with organizations. Having impatience. Being impatient. Needing a more detached viewpoint of troublesome situations and problems. The appearance of this card shows that this is a temporary situation, that things will be resolved, but it will take time. Justice will be done, but it appears to this person that it was not done. So the main parts here are frustrations with bureaucracies or organizations. Tradition, once again. Tradition, what will the world say? What will the world think? Just like Penelope, she didn't want these suitors. And so that is what, it's kind of like the status quo. It was. You can't be single. Find somebody, be with somebody. Back in the day. That's that feeling that people had in society. And so they were just coming into her place and trying to get that position of what her husband had. Now, this is society. These are other people. These are the effects and influences that other people have on an individual. Similarly, Taurus, in your situation, there's other people involved here that are causing problems. This is related to, I'm getting the 3 words here, tradition, rituals, and customs. So there's something here to do with the way you were born and brought up, the way your family's kept you, the way you've become that adult that you are now, how you think about certain things, and how people view your opinion. All of this, unfortunately, is a problem because it comes back down to bureaucracies, organizations, society, tradition, values. So there is and there was an issue here. And this is for those of you that never really received any closure. For those of you that may have gone through this individual perhaps ghosting you. Maybe they ghosted you. Maybe they just faded from your life. Perhaps they have been breadcrumbing you, not giving you that attention that you need or deserve. Maybe once a week they message, once a month they message, and they're still happy that they have you in their back pocket. We don't want to be that. But this is something that was going on in their mind. They actually felt back then pressured from society, and they were doing something that was the opposite of what the everyday norm would be. Here we have the 3 of Staves. The 3 of Staves here talks about how there were ambitious plans, but they were not grounded in reality. And there were frustrating delays. So, ambitious plans that may not be grounded in reality. Here we did have plans. They were not practical. They were not realistic. And for that reason, nothing could happen. Nothing could move on. This person wanted to have the ability to transform their goals into realistic action, but they were unable to do so because there were frustrating delays. So here there was an issue with planning and an issue with realistic action and being very frustrated. That is one part. These 2 things are actually completely separate. Sometimes they actually merge and mix, but these 2 are 2 different issues that this person had. One was the fact that they were waiting for the right time. They wanted to get settled. They wanted to move on. However, that's on one side. That's an issue that they were also dealing with. But they were also dealing with the fact that there is this tradition, this custom, this ritual. Whatever their society was like, they were not very encouraging when it came to this specific connection. Here I have the Beginner's Tarot. Wow, 6 of Cups. And then we have here the 3 of Cups. Followed by the Queen of Wands. So these are any actions, any intentions, any plans your person of interest may have. There you go, peekaboo card. towards you. This is something that's more current. So any actions? We have here the Six of Cups. It does talk about how this person, they do feel and they realize that in this connection, it is very important for them to remember the good times, because that's what they're doing. They're cherishing that, even though I'm seeing the word detached, even though they may be acting very cold, uncommitted, and detached from you, they are missing the past. They are missing those sweet, innocent moments right in the beginning when you had just perhaps met, the first touch, the first glance, the first kiss. All of that, they're missing all of that that was in the beginning. They want it back. And those memories kind of keep them going. First card's the strongest. We also have here the Three of Cups. So, for a tiny portion of you, this could be a third-party situation. However, the majority of you, I'm not seeing that. Here, with the Three of Cups, this does talk about how in this connection there is this desire to celebrate, to be together, to be that happy person who can move forward in life and celebrate. Have this union, have this reunion. This is what this card talks about. Either they're going to celebrate with you individually, both of you could be together, or they're going to have somebody else in this connection as well, maybe a group of people, and you all are going to go out. Either way, it does talk about celebrating. It does talk about recognizing the other person and really just being there for the other person and celebrating. This is also beautiful. Of course, you did have the sexuality card before, plus the love card. Your person of interest here feels you are utterly irresistible. They cannot resist you. They are very charged for you sexually. And we have here, they also feel very much connected to you simply because all that has happened in this connection, they feel that you really get them. You really know them. Even if something happens, there's a part of you that understands this person more than anybody else, and that's what they like. We also have here the Magician. The Magician here talks about how in this connection, there could have been trickster behavior. There could have been upsetness. However, now this person wants to have that sense of manifestation. They want to be the best that they can be in order to be with you. They want to be that person that can provide to you anything that you actually need. They want to be that person who can give you all, because it has all of the goodness of all the sweets here. And by providing you everything, they wish to make you happy. They wish to gain your favor. Now, this is not just materialistically, but this is even, it has the cups. So it's emotional, spiritual, physical. We also have here how this person is believing in fate and destiny to move forward. We have here this feeling of, and this desire to move forward in this connection, but there's a feeling also, someday, some way, we will meet again. This is something that this person really feels strongly about, and this is something that they want to make sure that even you know. And it's an indication to you, because you had the past life card, that yes, this is sort of meant to be. Not all past lives, though, are meant to be together in this lifetime. But this person feels this. They feel that someday, some way, we will meet again, and that we are bound together by destiny. Here we also have the overall arching theme, Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a pretty beautiful card here, because it does talk about that passion, reigniting that flame, having that passion, having that second chance at this connection. So I do see here the cups. You have some beautiful cups. You also have that sense of passion, and you have that belief in the fate and destiny. So is this person going to reach out to you? Definitely. And it could be in multiple ways. We have here the Three of Cups. I see the Magician and also the Ace of Wands. I do see some sort of action taking place where they probably will reach out to you because they are truly missing you and they want to reconcile because they find you utterly irresistible. All right, let's have a look what the angels have to say about this. We have here, there's something better, followed by no need to worry. And after that, we have improving health. Followed by if you believe. After that, we have here within the next few weeks, followed by let go. Oh my goodness. Romance. Wow. So this is double confirmed. That is my past life card connection that you have with this person. The overall arching theme here is recovery. So it is important to think about this because recovery is important. We have here, there is something better that's going to happen in this connection going forward. So this could be something better that occurs in this connection, or someone better that comes into your life that's going to make your life better. Right now they're saying there's no need to worry, and they also have here improving health. So health is on their mind because you have health and you also have recovery. In this deck, I only have 2 cards that talk about that, and we'll get into this just in a little bit. I'll have to talk about that because they're really important cards. So we have here improving health. So health is wealth, health is happiness, and this is what they want you to know, that it's very important that you first and foremost take care of yourself. If you believe, you keep that confidence up within the next few weeks or even the months that go by, things are going to change for the better, but it's important for you to let go first. So letting go here also means there's no need to worry. Stop worrying because you're attracting negative energies. Here we have let go. So let go actually talks about you not falling out of love with this person. That's kind of impossible. You can't just fall out of love with someone or not love them. But it does talk about boundaries, having boundaries. Letting this person know that I'm there for you, but when you reach out to me, that's when I'll come. There's no use chasing, no use running after this person. I do see this person at a distance from you. So it's best that you let them come to you. That's the reason why you got the let go card. That's usually a strategy card I've seen. And that is for you to keep your distance to the point where, you know what, it becomes more enticing. Your person of interest will feel as if they're missing you, and they are missing you, and they will want to come close to you. Here we also have romance. This is the spiritually based romantic connection. And with that, it does show here you guys are either twin flames, soulmates, or karmic partners. That's a huge thing. Also, we have here recovery. The overall arching theme, recovery. It is important for you to keep that in balance, your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. All of that makes you who you are. But just focusing, for example, on the physical is not going to help. The emotional and the spiritual. That's all important. Now, I see here the main thing, 2 things. Either there's going to be someone better that's coming into your life that's going to make your life so much healthier, or the situation itself is going to improve. But it may take a few months or even several months. Okay? That's literally for both parties here that want something better in their life. Either someone new or something better is happening in this connection. But that only happens after one lets go. Or let goes. Let's go? Yeah. After they let go. There you go. We have 3 cards I want to talk about right now. And it's kind of a serious talk. It doesn't have to be, but because we had this is pretty important for me to not ignore. this indicates to me that this connection has been very draining. Some of you, not all of you, have become very ill. Maybe there's certain things that have happened and things have piled up to the point where either emotionally, spiritually, physically, you're not feeling strong enough as you once were. For that, I have something called the Chakra Checkup Package. Yeah. And I do check your chakras from a distance. I'm able to do that. I also scan where you live remotely, because I can do that. Any negative energies that exist in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. So when I do that, I give you a reading with the chakra checkup. That's what I do. I give you a reading, personal reading, and I tell you what you have, how many you have, and I teach you how to get rid of all that stuff. Eventually, you're able to rebalance everything. Things get back on track the majority of the time. That's what I've seen. And it also depends on the environment that you're in. So you have to have that positive environment. You can't constantly be in an environment that is going to be putting you down and even telling you not to do certain things that you want to do. Some people are afraid to do something in front of someone. So this is not something huge. The stuff, it's a bunch of words. It's holy water mostly, and it's some candles. So the techniques that I have for this are very unique, and they've come to me through my own visions and through my own experimentations as the years have gone by. So you want something done, you got to do it yourself and not spend thousands and thousands of bucks on so many other people that I've tried to get help from over the years. This is for those of you that may not be feeling so great. This is emotionally, spiritually, physically. Also, this is for those of you that may feel that your home has uninvited visitors, haunted, supernatural, sleep paralysis, shadow people, things like that. All that kind of nasty stuff that may be affecting you negatively. This helps get rid of jinns, demons, evil spirits. That's what I do. That's part of what I do. And it's because I've been through a lot myself. And that's how I've created these packages. They're very powerful. Now, that specific one is me giving you a personalized reading, but I also have another one called the Holy Light Package, and that is a self-help guide. Because of these types of issues that you have, I would recommend, if some of you don't want that personal reading, you can get the Holy Light Package plus the Water Wellness Package. Those two combined are very, very powerful. Okay? That's what I recommend for some of you that may be going through something like this. So it's anything that's negative. Now, for others of you who just cannot let go of this person, you're finding it so difficult that there's a sense of obsession, sense of passion. My goodness, morning and night, even in your dreams, you can't stop thinking about them. Yes, that is a past life person. So here, I have this card that came up again, but the first time round you did have another past life card. Now, what's important is that some of you may want to know a bit more about it. I do have my other channel, Asnointia Audio, and there I have a video on past life and spiritual connections. I also have another one that's called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. So have a look at those, because that'll give you a better understanding as to what all this is about. I also have some on twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners. So please have a view. All of those videos on YouTube are absolutely free. The link is below to the channel. And please do like, share, and subscribe. Have a look at some of the videos. I have some on relationship-related advice. And also, regarding this part, the one previously, improving health and the recovery part, it's not exactly health-related, but it is energy-related. So do have a look at one of the other videos that I have, and that is how to remove negative energies, how to recognize and remove, and then how you can heal yourself. That's kind of a lengthy video, but it gives you an in-depth understanding as to how negative energies work and what you can do to avoid such things. Because when you do, you can actually manifest certain things into your life because they are blocking it. Now, with this, you can go to my website, and I do have orders that probably you could place right now. I think I may have some space, but if you don't have any option, if it's out of stock. This is the past life reading. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. The past life reading I do, and this is for those of you that may wish to know more of the backstory as to why this person's acting the way that they are. Why is your relationship the way that it is? I would sometimes say that this is a last resort. This is for those of you that want closure, those of you that want a whole lot of clarity. The past life package that I have, it does help. And it gives you a beautiful story. Usually it's quite beautiful. Sometimes it's tragic. But the fact that you get to go in a different time and place with me while I speak, while I see those visions, I'm able to tell you what happened and why it's happening and how that's related to you in this lifetime. So if some of you want that, do have a look on my website, www.asnointia.com, and you will be able to place an order. If by chance it is out of stock, that means I am fully booked. You can always send me an email, and the email is above in the banner. Please send me an email and have just let me know that you would like to have a reading for the past life connection, and I will send you most likely a brochure as well, just to give you an extra bit of information on what I do and how it's done and what you can expect in that reading. A lot of talking. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have been able to connect with this reading. If it has resonated for you, please let me know in the comments below your stories. I do like to read those stories. They are an inspiration, and it also allows me to learn more about you and the problems that you're going through. But also I see the connections between everybody, and that way I'm also able to create more content on my other channel. It's mostly based on the things that we're all going through. All right, you all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.